So it's a beautiful day here in sunny Los Angeles, and a few minutes ago I was just sitting here. I've had some breakfast, drinking my tea, minding my own business, and I'm drinking my tea out of this rather spectacular mug, which I adore. This is from Disney Concert Hall, and as you can see there, it's got the iconic design by Frank Gehry on it. He actually sketched the original design for this on a napkin. I think he was having dinner with someone. And as you can see, this mug has had better days, but I love this mug. I can't part with it. I still use it, even though it slightly burns my fingers sometimes when I'm using it when it's very hot. Anyway, I'm sitting here checking my email, and I hear this big kaplunk at the front door, and my ears immediately prick up, and I'm thinking, ooh, I wonder if that is what I think it is. And what I think it is, I have a pretty good idea, is because yesterday I was on email with my editor at Tracking Angle, Michael Fremer, and he said his copy of the new Bruckner set from Deutsche Grammophon, this is of all the 9 symphonies, with Herbert von Karajan conducting the Berlin Philharmonic. This is beautifully remastered in the original source series on pristine vinyl. I've been waiting for this to arrive, my review copy, and if it is what I think it is, I think that's it, because it just arrived yesterday with Michael. And if it is what I think, I am going to be opening it up for your delectation, and we'll be taking a look at it. And obviously I will be writing a review in the weeks ahead. But let's go to the front door now and see if it is indeed what I think it is. Fingers crossed. Okay, so here we are heading over. You're getting a glimpse of the old stereo system. Yes, I know I'm not supposed to have stuff on the speakers, but I run out of space to put things. I was listening to this last night. Amazing album by Brian Eno. Only ever issued on CD, badly needs to come out on vinyl. It's my absolute favorite Brian Eno and would be in my top 10 Desert Island discs. As would this. This is an incredible album of L'Arpeggiata early music, all music written on a ground bass. Absolutely glorious, glorious disc. Fantastic. If you don't know it, check it out. Check out anything by this group. They're wonderful. Anyway, on to the main event, which is to see if we have Bruckner at the front door. Not words I utter very often. Bruckner at the front door. But here we go. That looks suspiciously like a box of records, a box of a substantial number of records. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's from Universal in Germany. Must be the Bruckner. Let's bring it in. Oh, quite a bit of heft. Of course, Bruckner has heft. Can't wait to open this thing, and you're going to be along for the ride. Of course, there's one person who couldn't be less interested in Bruckner, could you, miss? Hi. Couldn't agree more. She's having a nice morning siesta. Oh, she's earned to be nice and lazy. She's 21 years old. Hi, miss. Not interested? Okay. Oh, hi. How's it going? Okay, we're going to go unpack Bruckner now. Bye. Yeah, bye. So first order of business, let's get this box open. Very gingerly, because you never know how close the records are to the top. Aha. And there we are. First reveal. Okay, let's get this out properly and take a look. So here we are, it's still in its shrink wrap, and here's the original source label, which gives you all the details of what these were cut from, and of course the great Rainer Maillard and Sidney Meyer at Emil Berliner Studios, who have been the powerhouses behind the original source reissues. Look at this thing, it's absolutely beautiful. This iconic cover design, which was then used on all the separate issues when they first came out, but with different coloration. So this is all still in its shrink wrap. Let's have a look. On the back, there's the side, and on the back we have all the different album covers. Oh, this is great. I love this pale blue they've done on the front. And look here, limited edition. I'm assuming that the box this came in will be identical to what any of you have this shipped in. So you will also see that there's basically a slip cover. And this is very similar to the Mahler set, the Bernstein Mahler set. So before we get into the new box, I thought I'd just give you some background on earlier Karajan recordings of Bruckner and copies that I have, my history with them. This was actually the first record of Bruckner I ever bought. And this is Karajan's earlier 1966 recording of the Ninth, which is probably, certainly when this was recorded, it was the most generally heard of all the symphonies. This was recorded, unlike the new cycle that's just coming out, this was recorded in the Jesus Christus Kirche. I really like this performance. It's great. It'll be interesting to have a listen to this again as I listen to the new ones. Moving on, now prior to the new cycle, which is the one being reissued on this original source series, this was probably his most widely distributed set of Bruckner recordings, other than that Ninth I just showed you. This was on the rival label EMI. He's continued to record with EMI through the years, even though he was also recording with Deutsche Grammophon. This is again, I think, recorded in the Jesus Christus Kirche of the 4th and 7th symphonies, again with the Berlin Philharmonic. This is a lovely set. You can see it has a really nice booklet, recorded 1971, and different recording team to Deutsche Grammophon. I was listening to this again when I was reviewing the Giolini. I really like this set. This is a great photograph of them recording in the Jesus Christus Kirche. Oh, look at those timpani. Oh yeah, Bruckner. So then we get into the new cycle, and I was looking for my copies of 7 and 8, and I had them out recently, and I couldn't lay my hands on them immediately, so I just quickly grabbed this copy of number 5, very well regarded recording, and you see this iconic wing design. And unlike the new reissues, these later symphonies with 2 records came in little box sets, and the recording of the 7th also had a beautiful performance of the Siegfried. Oh, it would have been nice to have that in the new set, but I understand why they didn't. I just love this cover design. This was around the time when Karajan was often going for these more abstract designs, and I thought, just as a point of reference, he did a similar thing with the Mahler symphonies. The 5th, you may remember, was reissued in the original source series, and they all had this rainbow design, and then like the Bruckner's different color shadings for the different releases. This is a powerhouse recording. Actually, this copy, this regular pressing from the time, sounds very good indeed. I am putting in a strong bid for this to be reissued in the original source series. I think it's far and away his best Mahler recording. And then we come to when all the symphonies were issued together in a big box set. I have them all separately because I bought them all separately when they first came out. But then I picked this up some years ago. Really nice to have them all together, but it's going to be nothing compared to the new releases. Can't wait to listen to those. So let's move on to that box set. So I'm going to very gently cut this open. And that should probably do the trick. So here we are without the shrink wrap. And now I'm going to take this pretty sturdy slip cover off. And there you see each individual album revealed. And then we have the book. So here is the booklet, and this looks like finally we have a booklet worthy of the records. None of the previous box sets had an extensive booklet, and this looks really great. So let's have a look and see what's in here. It's a really beautiful photograph of Karajan. Not one I think I've seen before. Here we go. Ah, look at that. There's the cutting head. And first essay is by Rainer Maillard, Ways to Make Technology Disappear, Getting as Close as Possible to Karajan's Original Bruckner Sound. This, I know, will be fascinating. More wonderful photographs. Now this is a photograph of a special tape recorder he made to be able to mix directly from 8 tracks, which is what is unique about this set. And then here we have an essay, a note regarding change in the Karajan sound. Oh, this is going to be great. Wonderful. It's my first time looking through this. We've got some documentation, translation of this letter. It looks very interesting. Let's see, it's a letter of May 6, 1976. You can read that. Oh, this will be fascinating to read. Another great photograph. Rainer has been quietly gathering together all kinds of wonderful old photographs to do with Deutsche Grammophon. Thank goodness someone is keeping them. Look, here we got audiophile porn, the original boxes from all the tapes. Oh, isn't that great? Oh, look at this. This is just great. Now, the Giolini box had a wonderful series of essays. They looked like they were new essays on the music, specially commissioned, and I wouldn't be at all surprised to find out that this isn't the same. Can't wait to read this. There's a photograph of Bruckner I've never seen before. Oh, that's great. Oh, famous photograph, but my goodness, the quality here is fantastic. And look, an essay about Bruckner and the annals of the Berlin Philharmonic. Oh my goodness, how wonderful. And this is the special mixer which Rainer designed and had built. There's a whole story behind that, which I will be featuring in my review in Tracking Angle, which will be out, I assume, provided I get it written, will be out more or less the day that the box comes out, which is right at the beginning of August, I think August 2nd or something like that. Look, there's a photograph, one of the original tapes. Oh, that's great. And then credits to the end for all the production. Big shout out to Johannes Gleim, who is the project manager. I think his official title, he's head of all their historic stuff, and he's the person I deal with at Deutsche Grammophon and has been wonderful to deal with. And we're going to be doing a video with him, Rainer, Sidney, who cut these, and Michael Fremer, of course, and we'll be talking about this set. That video is going to be up pretty soon. I think we're going to record it in a few days. And look, here are all the individual releases. Oh, that looks great. And here is the box itself with all the individual records. So I've taken all the records out of the main box and I'll show them all individually. And here we go. First Symphony. one of the 3 recorded digitally, recorded somewhat later in the cycle after the transition to digital, and it looks like they've got the original sleeve notes on the individual records. So that's really cool. We've got the original sleeve notes, and then we've got the new essay in the booklet. Symphony number 2, originally single disc, but here we've got the beautiful gatefolds with all the recording information. Oh, more fantastic photographs. Not ones I've seen before. This is so cool. I will mention that I think all of these are cut on 4 sides, except for the first symphony. And that's great because it means that there's plenty of room for the music to breathe. Here we go, symphony number 3. This is the one I think they couldn't track down the original master tape, which was digital. That's a famous photograph. I've seen that before. I'm sure many of you have too. Yeah, the Symphony 3, I think, is the one they couldn't track down in even the original digital master tape, so they had to cut it from a copy. But they utilized, as I will discuss in my article, they utilized the stairwell at Emil Berliner Studios to get some nice extra reverb. All of these were recorded in the Berlin Philharmonie, and this was very early with Karajan recording in the Berlin Philharmonie. They had been playing him there since the early 60s, but he was still recording in Jesus Christus Kirche. Now we're getting into the better known symphonies. Here we go. Oh, another great Karajan picture. Oh, how much fun digging up all of these photos. There we go. Symphony 5. Oh, we're getting into the really juicy stuff. This is a great recording. So is number 4. I just love the sleeve design that they used. Here we got more tape boxes. Karajan at full throttle. Symphony 6. Oh, famous photograph of Karajan looking very godly. That appears on many sleeves of his albums. Got at least one with that on the cover. We're getting into the really juicy stuff. Symphony 7. Can't wait to compare this to the Giannini. I bought all of these records when they first came out. And, oh, that's a great photograph. Great photograph. This was the first one of this new cycle that I bought. It was the first one that came out, Symphony number 8, and this is a powerhouse performance. Here we go. There's Karajan. Oh, getting inspiration from the heavens, no doubt. And there we go, Symphony number 9. There he is. So there you have it, this fantastic new set of all the Bruckner symphonies conducted by Herbert von Karajan of the Berlin Philharmonic, recorded in the latter part of the 1970s in the Berlin Philharmonie, all remastered, cut directly from 8-track, which is really extraordinary. Those folks at Emil Berliner Studios, they continue to surpass themselves. Do look out for my article in the trackingangle.com. And look out for the video from Deutsche Grammophon, which will be up here on Tracking Angle. That'll be myself, Michael Framer, Rainer Maillard, Sidney Meyer, and also Johannes Gleim at Deutsche Grammophon. It promises to be a very interesting conversation and will include an amazing video which Rainer has made, and Sidney, talking about all the technical stuff that went into producing these records, and it's a great video that will be part of that premiere, which will be on our website, trackingangle.com. So it's getting a little dark here in LA, and once I put all this video gear away, I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be taking this set for a spin. First listen, I wonder which record, which symphony I will start with. At this point, I have absolutely no idea. It's a very exciting time to be a classical audiophile and a lover of vinyl. This is going to be great. Until next time.